guys, welcome back to my channel. For this week's vlog, week 10 of my weekly vlogging check-ins for my low buy year, I realized I didn't vlog a ton, and mainly I think it was just because I wasn't feeling that great all week. And a lot of you guys actually DM'd me and said it could be a potential like sinus issue with the weather change. I was getting a lot of headaches again, and I was confused because I wasn't eating a ton of sugar. I also have my CBD, so it was just very strange because I hadn't experienced headaches like that in a very long time. So the only footage I do have, I'm going to kind of explain to you, and then of course at the end of this video I'm going to share with you kind of my weekly thoughts, things I wanted to buy but didn't, and then of course things that I spent my money on. This week sucked. It really sucked. I spent just under $1,000. Most of it was medical bills. Expensive to be healthy or to be proactive about your health, which really freaking bothers me and sucks. First day that I kind of have footage is from Sunday after the farmer's market. I did not want to vlog during the farmer's market because I wanted to just like enjoy my time purchasing fresh, wholesome foods for the week. Just wanted to go to Home Depot and kind of do this little DIY behind me. Chris and I have been using our coffee table from our old place as our entertainment center because it was too big to kind of use as an actual coffee table for this space, and we didn't have an entertainment center and we didn't really want to spend the money. But then we'd been talking about what we wanted to do, which was just this very simple DIY that kind of fits our current aesthetic and is also really cheap. And that was Sunday. So then I didn't vlog again until Thursday. So we're here at the Urban Skin RX skincare celebration because they're now available at CVS. And I just had a little mini massage. It was incredible. Headache's gone. I've been dealing with a lot of headaches lately. I feel 100 times better. She like, you could tell she's like hitting those pressure points. I'm stressed or I'm tense. I'm waiting in line to get my facial treatment. It's like a little mini facial treatment with Urban Skin RX, and I might even get my nails repainted. almost skipped out on it. I wasn't feeling good and I'm glad I did go. It got me out of the house. I got a mini facial treatment. I got a mini massage, which really helped alleviate some of the pressure I was feeling in my head. And I also got my nails repainted. So it was a really fun event and I got to learn about Urban Skin RX, which is now available at Ulta and CVS. Now for my weekly check-in. Bills. I had to renew our car registration and that is $272. That's for the entire year. Not a big deal, except I forgot to tell them I changed my address, so now I have to go to the DMV. Medical. This is where it really got me this month. It just hurts. To the optometrist, I go about every 2 to 3 years because I have LASIK. My eyes are pretty 20/20 at this point, but I like to get them checked periodically just to make sure I'm still stable, just to make sure nothing's going on with the surgery. I don't have eye care on my health plan, so I have to pay out of pocket for visits and for anything I do with my eyes and with my teeth. So my optometrist office checkup visit is $125. And then my insurance for the month was $358, and it's going up next month to over $400. OBGYN, I had talked about going to the doctors a few weeks ago. I think I went end of January. They didn't charge me for my copay back then, but then they charged me later. So it's $44.14 for my copay office visit, my annual office visit, which I'm pretty sure was supposed to be free because as women we're supposed to get one annual checkup, and for a while it was, and now they're charging me, so I just paid it. Labs. So while I was at the OBGYN, they did a pap smear and they did a urine analysis, and so the lab fee for that is $22.27. It is what it is. Total medical cost just this week is $549.41. Household items. So I withdrew $100 cash from my checking account to go to the farmer's market and to keep any extra cash on me just to have. I spent $52 of that cash at the farmer's market and still have $48 left in cash. So $52 to buy a week's worth of groceries is not bad. Chris does also buy a lot of things at the stores. The Grove, which is my household expenses, so I had to buy new, it hasn't arrived yet, but I tell you guys what I buy. I always buy bamboo toilet paper for the month. I buy any like replacement cleaning supplies. I think this month I needed new rubber gloves, and I get that every few months. My entire Grove collaborative order is $32.64. It's relatively low compared to what it was a month ago. Netflix monthly, $13.99. So total household expenses, $98.63. That makes me very happy. It's still under $100. Business expense was, last week I had coffee for a meeting at the Henry and it was $5.38. Miscellaneous. So this is where I have my Ulta purchase that I told you guys I was gonna do last week to support Jess, to also just like pick up a couple items that were relatively cheap. So I was anticipating spending about $28, maybe $30. I actually, because I had rewards, only had to spend $10.32. And then for iTunes, I have $2.99, which is my iCloud, and that's for the month. So my total miscellaneous is $13.31, which I'm very happy about. The total spent for the week I'm not happy about is $936.73, which majority of was my medical cost with $549.41. Now, I got really upset when I thought about all this and did the math, and Chris was like, well, look, you had to do these things. You wanted to be on top of your medical stuff. That's something that's important to you. So some months are just gonna suck because of that. I already paid a couple of these things, like for lab fees and all this stuff, and then it just comes, you know, there's more fees that come from a visit that you did like a month ago. Everybody deals with it, and I got a bill for next month for my health insurance, which is officially going up because April is my birthday month, and that's when they usually raise your health insurance. Health insurance is going quite, I just can't believe I'm paying over $400 for health insurance starting next month. And I'm healthy. Like, I'm a relatively healthy human being. I'm still relatively young, and this is how much I'm paying, and it just scares me what's gonna happen as I get older. I had some things I wanted to talk to you guys about before moving into things I wanted to buy. I noticed while I was out on Ulta, even though I was very specific in what I wanted to order, I realized I started browsing the website to see if I should spend an additional $7 to $8 to get the free shipping. And this is where I noticed so many of my previous online shopping habits, I would purchase more things just to reach the free shipping threshold. And I'm trying to think like how many times I was buying things I didn't even want just so I could say I got free shipping. Or anyways, I just thought that tendency was very interesting. Actually actively see my cart and see how much away I am from free shipping was a hard one for me to like not add more things to my cart. Things I wanted to buy but didn't. So Glossier Play launched and they sent me like 3 products from the new collection and I've been playing with it. I really like it. But before I even got the products when they launched, I was tempted to go online and purchase every single product. Now this comes from the beauty blogger in me when I first started my channel, when I first started my blog, where I would go and buy one of everything and say it was to review for you guys. And even though that's the truth and what I'd be using those products for, it was very wasteful. I don't need to do that. But that was something that I definitely had a strong urge to go do. And who knows, I might do it. I might still do it, but it was not something that I should have done during my current low buy. We didn't know what Glossier Play was gonna be, so I didn't know if it was gonna be music, clothing, or whatnot, and I didn't put it on my wish list. Now, if there are shades I want, I'm gonna put it on my wish list. I actually have to go look at it. I've been trying to avoid it because Glossier gets me every time. Glossier is just one of those brands that like, they'll take all my money. I'll walk into the Glossier showroom and they'll take all my money. I think after this video, I might go on to the website to see what shades I actually want, put it on my wish list, and then wait a week, and if I still want it, purchase those. Not just for my videos, but also for me. And that's the thing, it's like trying to find a balance between buying products to test for you guys and also still finding use for them. Because if I review products just to review once and put one video out there, it's such a waste of money and product. That's kind of a rambly rant, but anyways, I had this crazy urge to just go to Sephora and shop. I've been pretty good about staying away from Sephora's and Ulta's and even the websites. But this last week, I just had such an urge to be like, Chris, will you drop me off at a Sephora? I just want to browse. I just want to look. I just want to play. And I think part of it was because I follow Annie Lawless and Christina from Jouer, and they had their gondolas at Sephora. Like, that's such a huge thing for a brand to finally be able to be in Sephora stores. And I wanted to go and look at it myself and like swatch everything. Even though I own everything from Jouer, I don't own everything from Annie Lawless or Lawless Beauty. I have their foundation and the powder, which I purchased myself. But I just wanted to go like look and support and take the pretty photos. And then I saw that Cora has a new thing, and you know, like I just had an urge to go play with makeup. I probably could have gone in there and played and not purchased anything, but why? Why tempt myself? I'm at a point in my beauty review, beauty blogging career where I get a lot of things sent to me and I have a lot of things I need to work through. I need to test these things. They're being sent in for my opinion or to at least look at it, and I need to go through them and kind of organize things and be like, okay, I'm gonna play with this week, I'm gonna test this isn't for me, and just go through the things that are coming in regularly and not adding to my load. Because that was a big issue before my low buy. Was I would get all this PR, which I still get and I'm very grateful for, and if you're curious about how I receive PR, watch my original no buy video. It's time-stamped. I explain everything. I would also go to Sephora like weekly and place Ulta orders weekly and spend like a couple $1,000s a month on beauty products for the sake of my channel. But then I wouldn't get to all the things that were coming in that brands were expecting me to test, or I would forget about the items I purchased at Sephora, Ulta, Detox Market, wherever it is I bought makeup. I buy makeup anywhere, or skincare. And what would happen is like these things I purchased, I'm so excited to purchase, would sit on the floor in a bag for weeks, if not months, before I even got to it. And by the time I got to it, it wasn't as exciting anymore. It's just about finding that balance of treating myself to certain items, really thinking about the items I want to bring into my collection, but also remembering that my job is to test out products and review products for you guys so that you know what are some of the cool innovative products that are launching and what you might want to consider adding to your collection. Not that you have to, I want to be very clear, my videos are never about forcing you or making you feel bad for not purchasing things. It's just if you're curious about them. Like, I really want to buy a bathing suit, and it's probably because I'm so sick of this cold weather. I have a beautiful pool in my building. I cannot wait to use it, and I keep seeing all the new bathing suit launches, and I keep watching people like traveling to these warmer climates wearing these cute bathing suits. So I will probably put a bathing suit in my capsule wardrobe checkoff list, like that I'm allowed to purchase when I start shopping for my capsule. I'm a little behind on my capsule, to be honest, because it's still really gloomy and cold, and I just haven't felt like filming my capsule stuff. This week I will most likely be going through my spring clothes. That's everything that I have to kind of update you guys on for this week. It's expensive being healthy. It's expensive being sick. It's expensive for healthcare in this country, and I'm grateful that I don't like paying for it. I think it's expensive, and it is kind of stretching compared to like what we make compared to how much we have to spend to stay healthy and to pay for medical costs is kind of like messed up in terms of percentage every month. But at the same time, I'm very grateful that we can make it happen, and we do make it happen. We pay my insurance bill. I'm able to go to the doctors. I'm able to go to the doctors I want to go to. I get to choose my doctors. And if I'm sick, I can afford my prescriptions right now and all that stuff. So I'm very grateful, because there are a lot of other people in this country, in this world, that can't have medical access or don't have the medical access that I am able to provide for myself. But it's scary to think how the cost keeps going up every year. And luckily, thank God, I'm relatively healthy, but the percentage of my income each month, and sometimes no income for a month because of what we do for a living, depending on the month, depending on the season, and how that bill remains the same, if not bigger, depending on what is going on and how healthy I am. So it's just, it's scary, and it is what it is. There's no real fix to it. I just have to make more money to keep paying for the kind of healthcare I want, and to put away an emergency fund for health problems that might arise. Just try and stay healthy by eating well, exercising, and, you know, taking my supplements, getting things checked out whenever possible. It's just scary, like 1 week, that's how much it costs. Obviously the health insurance is for the entire month, but it's like, whoa. I'm not upset about this week though. I still feel like I have a really good grasp, and even though I had these temptations and urges, I was able to recognize them and not act on it. I'm excited. I'm really excited for next week as I decide what I want to add to my spring capsule. I'm also excited to create some more skincare content. I've been doing these polls on my channel community page. A lot of you guys, I think, just want to see financial videos as I get better with my financial journey, and or worse on my financial journey, but also you guys really like my skincare videos. So I'm going to focus more on skincare and wearable makeup. My makeup, I think I'm going to do like an updated makeup routine every month, which is what I think most of you guys voted for, because I do change up products quite a bit every week or so to test out new products, but I feel like every month I kind of change up my makeup look, and there's a certain look I kind of do for the month. So I'll do that moving forward. Do a current nighttime skincare routine, which will be up on Tuesday, and it's not my fancy one. It's like my I want to get to bed, this is my basic nighttime skincare routine and the current products I'm testing out and using. And then I'll do like a more pamper night where I do exfoliation, maybe a mask, maybe an extra serum, whatevs. And then I'll share with you guys my morning routine, which is very simple because I'm not a morning person. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys are still enjoying the series. If you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you check me out on Instagram, because I do weekly giveaways over there on Insta stories. And I love DMing with you guys and getting to know you all. I am shifting my upload schedule to every Friday, Sunday, and Tuesday, because I felt like uploading 3 days in a row was like oversaturating you guys. Monday is always my weekly financial journey check-in videos, and I know a lot of you guys don't see my videos sometimes, so just make sure you check back every week. There's 3 new videos every week. Subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment and how your week's going. I'd love to hear from you guys, and I will see you guys back here on Tuesday for my current evening evening skincare routine. Bye.